everyone, welcome to the stream. How are you? So, as you can tell from the title, I thought it would be fun to kind of decide via a poll what I should work on in the stream today. And there's this cool site that I found out about on another stream. I think it was on Coding Garden stream. Let me zoom in here. So it's basically a chat poll. I can create options here and you guys get to vote in the chat, and I wanted to see how well it worked out. So I basically put in my Twitch ID and then I can choose options here. So I'm gonna put in my Twitch ID. Twitch. So it's 5-3. All right, looks like I'm gonna be building a Gridsome portfolio page. Let me create a new repo then so we can plan this. And I'll call this Gridsome portfolio. Oh, let me zoom in. Portfolio page built with Vue.js and Gridsome. Public. I'm going to initialize with, actually no, because I'm going to create a project board. So let me create a project board and I'm going to call this MVP to-dos. Not that this is a big site, so I don't know if I need an MVP. But let me create an ideas column, and then I can create, let's say, to-do column, and then I'll create in progress, and then I need a done column. Completed. Okay, so if we're going to, so actually this should be something like user stories or something, right? So it doesn't matter because this is a small project. So what pieces of a portfolio would we need? So what do we want to show off? I guess we want to show a section for projects. Users can show off their projects. Viewers can see social media information. Anyone have any input here? We're making a portfolio page in Gridsome. So we're just coming up with some requirements first. Experience. Okay. Okay. Users can show off their experience, their, I guess, previous experience. This would be work related because their side projects will be in the projects part. Volunteer. I shouldn't call this users. Why am I calling these people users? So let's say devs. With this portfolio, devs can show off their previous work experience because they're not really users of the app. They're the people who host this app. I don't know. I'll change it to devs. Contact section with lots of icons. Future learning goals. All right. Oh wait. Contact section with lots of icons. Okay, that kind of goes along with the social media one. Certificates. Okay. Client testimonials. I like the testimonials. Testimonials section. Yeah, this is better than typing out a whole sentence. Certificates is good. Certifications. Certificates. I wonder if that would go in education. Maybe in the education section. Testimonials. Currently learning. Currently learning. Yeah, that would be interesting to put on a blog, I think, currently learning. Because I think that's the best way to write about what you're working on, the struggles you have, not just like have a progress bar that says JavaScript above it. I'm learning JavaScript. I'm 80% JavaScript. That's kind of weird. Okay. I think I got all of these. Oh, testimonials will be images. I think testimonials will be quotes. That will be, yeah, just text like someone says, "Oh, I loved working with Gwen. She did a great job." Da 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 da. And that would be a testimonial about me. Okay. So these are the different. Oh yeah. And should also have some kind of about me section. And then we need to have a profile image to personalize it, make us look human. Okay, so all these things, and where was that one? Future learning girls. Oh, currently learning. Let me edit this one to blog maybe. Okay. Okay, so now I want to kind of scrub these and turn them into to-dos. So let's see. What would come first? Section with lots of icons. I think so. An about me section. And I think this should actually have the profile image. Like some kind of image of my face, unless we put that in a header at the top. So I might mock this up. Okay. And then, let's see. I'm gonna get rid of this one. So if we have the personal stuff at the top, and then the rest of the sections can be interchangeable. So it would be really cool if we made this an app that people kind of spun up and chose their sections, and then it generated a portfolio for them. That would be cool. Would need a backend to do that, some kind of server. Can we export to PDF and generate a resume? That's a good idea. Generate a resume. This is already a bigger project, not just a single static page. All right, so let me edit this to match the rest of the style of the rest of the to-dos. So project section with cards that have title, description, no, title, technologies used, image, and link to code. Okay. Be developed using CDNs, or does it get harder? You mean for the libraries that we want? I'm sure we could develop it via CDNs. If you mean instead of everything, like just make an HTML document and use CDNs, I think it would get difficult because then we basically have to create our own file management system. Like how are we going to import files, manage files? We're then going to have to import Babel, and if we want to use Vue components, we have to import a separate library to use Vue components on top of Vue, and it just gets too difficult. It's much easier to use a CLI to generate an app with single file components. Yeah, I think it will be too difficult to manage. It wouldn't be too difficult, but it would take a long time to set up. Yeah. Generate resume. That's definitely version 2. Currently learning, we can get to that. We definitely need this certifications. I don't know. Users could pick which section they want first. So I don't know if the section matters. Contact section. That's good. And that actually goes along with, where is, oh yeah, work experience too. Oh, social media information. So let me delete that card. Okay. And actually, because this contact section will have contact section with lots of icons. It will have social media information. Those are the icons, I'm assuming. What other icons would you have? Why are you crying, Basith? Is this not what you wanted? Were you the one who suggested it? Oh, someone suggested writing Vue with TypeScript. I will have some Vue and TypeScript, but when Vue 3 comes out, not just the RC. Oh yeah, Formation. Okay. Alright, so I think actually the first to do, since this is a front-end application, is I'm going to open Balsamiq. Where's Balsamiq? Let me start a new project. Can I zoom in here? No, I can't. Can you see that? Okay. Oh, that's big. Oh, I see you zoom in on the actual screen here. Okay. Let me, oh, that's kind of cool. It's right behind me in my chair. That's cool. All right. So this is a mock-up tool, I guess. And now I can put the different sections on here. Okay, so we need an About Me section. So should we make this on one page? Yeah, Font Awesome. That was it, Font Awesome, not Bootstrap. Although Bootstrap is coming out with their own icon set now in Bootstrap 5 that's coming out, which is an alpha now. So we will no longer have to use Font Awesome for small projects. It'll just be part of Bootstrap. Let me ask, does anyone have a recommendation? Should we make this just one long page with all these sections and then have links at the top? Yeah. Or should we make these different pages and use Vue Router and route between the pages? Yes, one long page with navbar. Okay. So let me do horizontal line. And then we'll have some text here. And because it's a portfolio, it'll probably be someone's name, I guess. I can just put Gwen for the space. Gwen. And then, so just a simple navbar. I would have about. Now it's so zoomed in, it's getting big. So about, and then all the rest of the links. Projects, and then contact, and let me zoom out one more. I have to make this bigger. There's going to be quite a few links actually. So this one would be education, and then so on. And we can add more sections here, however many. And then at the top, so if we have an image here, image, one page. Okay, so everyone thinks it's one page. So how do you think we should have the image? Maybe like this? Some kind of image. It could be more styled than that. Like make a rounded image, some kind of background. If the page is going to be center aligned, it would be better to have the nav bar towards the left. Like move all these links to the left. We can always try it as we're building and see what looks better. Oh, a draw menu. Okay. Yeah, we can make a draw menu. Have some kind of menu icon that comes out. Let me actually move these then. So let me get a button and say menu, and then I can duplicate this mockup. And now when the menu's open, let me do a rectangle to kind of mimic it. So this is when the draw's open. Oh, bring to front. Bring to front. So we'd have about, wait. Bring to front. All right. And projects. Yeah, that's good because we might have more menu items. So the spacing's a little off. Let me fix that. All right. Okay, so this is when the draw's open, and then this is the menu button, so I can delete these. Hi, I'm Gwen. And then, actually I can copy this text. I'm a software developer who works with X and likes to do Y. Oh no, that's not multi-line. Let me copy that then. I think I have to get something else here, like text. Has anyone else used Balsamiq before? I really like it a lot. It's just easy for someone like me who doesn't work in design software every day to just come in here and make quick mockups. Okay, so we can do something like this, or I guess it doesn't matter if it's on the right or the left there. And then use draw.io. You know, I tried to use that and sometimes it errors in my browser. I'll have to try again this year and see if they made it better. So we should probably have different backgrounds here, right? So let me do a rectangle. Like colored backgrounds, so as you scroll down, the sections are different colors. So I can change the color here. Oh no, that's really deep. Okay, that's okay. And then I can put, you know, more text there. And that would be the next section, like that. And then contact would be at the bottom. So this would be projects. So if I had projects, Figma. Isn't so Figma is more advanced because I worked with one company that used Figma. I mean, their professional designers used Figma. So I think that's more complicated. I only looked at it from, like, they were sharing the designs with me. I didn't actually use it for designing myself. So if we have project cards here, I don't know, like, depending on the screen size, you could have 2 or 3 in a row. And with an image, let me just grab that image. Okay. And this would be a screenshot of whatever you built, I guess. Okay. Have you tried new morphism effect? No, I don't think I've heard of that. What is that? Is that for design? Okay. So this, and then basically I would have, let me change the size of that. So, actually even smaller. My app 1, and then my app 2, and then do some technologies at the bottom, which we could have, what do you call those things, like, they probably don't have them in here. Let me just make one real quick. Like for the technologies that you used, this little rectangle, and then let me do small text. Okay. Oh wait, no. So this should be JavaScript. These are tags or something. You know what I mean. Basically it shows all of the things that you used. But the good thing is that you don't need a professional, to be professional to use Figma. I think you can still work with this tool without being a professional. More versatile than Balsamiq. Okay, maybe I'll check it out then. I've just been using Balsamiq for so long. It's something that I know I can use, and I just open and it just works. And also with me having to learn video editing tools, I guess I haven't looked into upgrading my design knowledge recently. I don't know, maybe this one is an AWS project or something. But you can put as many tags as you want here. Okay, that's good. So that's basically it. You put the technologies at the bottom, app title, image, and then, oh yeah, let me call this Gridsome portfolio. Okay, I think that looks good. The only other section I'm going to do is the contact section. Every other section I think we can just build or design as we go along. So let me put the contact section here. And this one, like you mentioned, this one will just have, I guess, the icons. Do they have those icons? Yeah, some kind of icons here. Twitter. LinkedIn. And what other icons? What was the other one? Oh yeah, Instagram. People use Instagram. There we go. Like the big social media. And then I don't know if developers use TikTok or not. I haven't really been on TikTok, but kind of a young people's platform. All right, cool. So I have these. I can move them over. And so that's basically the mock-up. Now if I export this, let me see. Oh yeah, that's with the draw open. Maybe I don't need to export it because I can just reference it here. Oh yeah, I had the other project open. Okay, so now I need to create the actual Gridsome project for this. So let me, where should I put it? Let me put it in the tutorials folder I have for right now. Oh wait, I already have a Gridsome tutorial though. Yeah, I already have Gridsome in there. Let me go somewhere else then. Let me just make a directory here and I'll move it later. So make directory Gridsome portfolio and cd Gridsome portfolio. And now I need to install Gridsome, and I think it's an npx command. So where did my browser go? Did I lose my browser? Oh, here it is. Okay, so let me move the browser over here. And actually I can close these because I won't actually be doing that app today. So let me close those apps. All right, now I just have the terminal and the browser. And let me open the Gridsome docs. Okay. So, where is, talks about Jamstack. Oh, okay, here it is. Install Gridsome. So I think I might have it installed globally. I can't remember if I used that or npx, but let me try, because I could do Gridsome create and then my project name. So let me do Gridsome create portfolio app. Okay, this takes a minute. So I guess I did install the CLI globally. I think it's going to take a couple of minutes to install. Has anyone here used Strappy? Oh, that only took 1 minute. I was going to say if we wanted to, at the end, make a quick, spin up a quick blog and hook Gridsome into it. That would be interesting. Because Strappy is so easy to spin up an instance and add blog posts. Okay, so cd portfolio app. And then I'm going to open the code and do Gridsome develop. Okay. And Gridsome develop. And that should open it here. Oh, maybe it didn't. Let me go to that port. Okay, and now let me move the code over here. Or no, let me move the code here. All right, and now I have a Gridsome page with basic routing. Now, of course, so with Gridsome, they give me the router, so it wasn't like regular Vue where I have an option for them to install the router. Hi Tissovi, how are you? So it just comes with it, so even though we're not using it right now, I mean, we might create a separate blog page or something later, so it might be useful. So let me go into source, and then I guess if you've never seen Gridsome before, I guess I could give a tour. So as you can see, this is just a regular JavaScript project, and it's laid out in the same way that a regular Vue CLI project would be, with the source folder and then of course the package.json. Now it has these two specific Gridsome files. This one you can add plugins and stuff later if we need a plugin for something. The server, this is where, so you pull in all your API data in this server file, and then it gets compiled into like one Gridsome data source that's available to all your pages and components. Not Gridsome, GraphQL. So then your components can query all of the data that you pulled into your application with GraphQL queries, which is kind of cool, especially for small applications. All right, so we might get to those later. And now if you go in the source folder, it's very similar to a regular Vue application, except there's a lot of stuff that's abstracted away from you. So you don't see the regular Vue config, server-side rendering. Yeah, I've done some server-side rendering, but Gridsome doesn't do server-side rendering. Although in some ways Gridsome is similar to Nuxt, which does do that. This is just a static site generator, basically. So let's see, with some really cool features actually. All right, so we have our pages, and then see it's registering this layout component. So all of the pages will go inside of the layout component. It's just kind of like when you start a Vue application, and you know, you have the app.vue file, and usually you put the nav bar, you put all your global components in that app.vue file, and then you have your regular router views nested inside. So that's what happens in this layouts file. You have this slot right here, if you can see. This slot is where all of your components will be shown on the screen. As you can see where is it? You can see the header up top, and then this is the component for home or about that shows up in a slot. So instead of router view, it just uses the slot syntax, which is already part of Vue. Okay. So I guess we can start with this header component, because that's the nav bar. So what design framework should we use here? I don't think Gridsome comes with any. Yeah, dependencies, Gridsome. What design framework should we use here? Do I do things in React as well? I have in the past on my channel. I don't know if I've ever done anything in React. Maybe I will in the future. Can we use Vuetify? It always comes down to Vuetify. Alright. If no one has an objection, I'll use React plus Redux. Yeah, maybe in the future I'll do a React tutorial. I don't know if I'll use Redux again. I used that for a couple years, and I think there are better options than Redux now, at least in my opinion. Anyway, not to say that Redux is dead or anything. Hi, Ricardo. I got my job a few days ago as a front-end developer. I will start next Tuesday. First real job, congrats! At the moment, I'm afraid, a lot stressed, doubtful if I'll be able to live up to it. Is it normal? Yeah, I definitely felt the same way, actually, for my first 2 jobs. Because my first job I just had for like 7 months, and then my next job was longer. But I think that's a perfectly normal thought. The good news is that any kind of code base or tech skill pretty much is something you can learn on the job within the first couple months. So, companies who hire junior developers or mid-level developers or any kind of developer can really expect you to be, I can't remember where I was going with this. I had a point. Can you really expect you to be productive in a few months? So I can't remember what I was going to say. It was the same thing I said in my video about this topic. Yeah, but I wouldn't get too stressed out about, can you get anything done right away? Because, like I said, they expect you to be productive in a few months. So, take your time with contributing, with learning the code base. Just start by downloading the code base and looking through like line by line, file by file. Ask yourself, what does this do? And you pretty much have a sandbox on your computer so you can break things in the code base, try things out, get to know the code really well, and then you'll be able to do pretty much anything with the repo, with making updates and stuff. Even now, like because I consult in so many different projects, it's like sometimes I download these repos that are, like one of them was like 1 million lines of code. And I got so stressed out at first, I didn't even want to look at it. And then I told myself, okay, calm down. I'm not going to stress myself out. I'm just going to look file by file and not pressure myself to understand anything. And then the understanding kind of comes. As a front-end developer, are we bound to create full HTML design of a project? Or do we do everything between creating full HTML? That depends on the company. Everyone has a different idea of what a front-end developer is supposed to do. So sometimes they expect you to do design work, and usually good companies will put in the job description UX if they expect design, like UI, UX. But for just a front-end developer, I don't think they should expect you to do any heavy design work. But sometimes even now, companies will want to add a feature, and they'll say, I don't know what I want it to look like. So then I just guess. I just say, okay, well, I'm just going to make it match the rest of the site as much as I can. But it really depends on the company. And one thing I've found from so many jobs is that companies really don't know the proper titles for things. Like, they call front end full stack and, back end. They mix up all these titles. So, yeah, anyway, I kind of got lost in that. Now, let me get rid of this header. So the only suggestion I got is Vuetify. So I guess I'm going to be using Vuetify. So, now with Gridsome, let's see, I don't think, because with Vuetify, usually I add it as what do you call it? As a Vue CLI plugin. Gatsby's good. This is pretty much Gatsby for Vue. Gridsome is the same thing as Gatsby except in Vue. Do the same things, uses GraphQL pretty much in the exact same way. In fact, in the docs it says that it's heavily inspired by Gatsby. Okay, so let me do... Oh, it comes up. I typed in design on Gridsome and it comes up with Vuetify. Global processor files. Okay, using CSS in Gridsome. Okay, so the source assets, which we already have. Source. Oh, I thought it created it for us. Maybe not. Assets folder imported are usually located in the source/assets folder and imported into source/main.js. Okay, so we could do our own Sass, it's saying. To enable Sass. Yeah, there's no reason they should expect productivity from you. If they're any kind of a quality company, they can't expect productivity from you in the first week or two. To enable Sass, you need to run the command npm install. Actually, I know I'm getting sidetracked, but large companies don't expect productivity for you literally for 3 months. They don't even expect you to make a PR for 3 months if you work on some really large projects. When I first saw that, I was like, that's crazy. 3 months into a job? But yeah, so smaller companies, of course, the code is smaller, so you can make contributions before that. To enable Sass, npm install. Okay, so this is talking about enable Sass and CSS preprocessors. Global preprocessor files. It had something. Oh, add a CSS framework. Okay, here it is. It's talking about Tailwind, or Tailwind's just the example it has. Bulma plugin coming. Okay, these are plugins for Boofy. I've actually never used Boofy. Bootstrap Vue. Okay, here's Vuetify. To install. Okay, so it's saying to follow the npm install guidelines. And then, okay, so that's version 1.5, version 2. So we're definitely using version 2. So let me first install, where is it? Vuetify. So, oh, right. Isn't it Bulma for Vue? I think that's it. I know I've heard that name before. I used Bulma at one company. I don't know if we were using it fully, but it didn't seem to do very much. Vue plus Graph. I really like GraphQL. There are a lot of good ideas in GraphQL. Okay. Why is it installing Happy? Isn't Happy the server-side framework made by Walmart? Oh, hi Jared. I didn't even know that was you. Good to see you. Do I have a tutorial for GraphQL? Not yet, but it's on my list. By the way, for anyone who's joined, this is the project we're working on. We voted on what we were going to build, and we basically voted twice, and it came down to using Vue.js and building a portfolio in Gridsome. So, wow, my computer just started blowing fans and running hot. Man, Vuetify is really taking up a lot of juice. You're seeing messages twice. Yeah, I know. I don't know how to get... I can move my mic. Ah! Oops. Did I break it? No. Yeah, I don't know how to get rid of that, though. Vuetify is bad for the environment. Yeah. Okay. Well, it's probably the streaming software that's also recording and everything else that's going on. And then Vuetify is just like the icing layer. Is anyone else seeing messages twice? Fans Association. Okay, it's just mobile Twitch app. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so now I have Vuetify installed, and I need to set it up. And it's saying to add, it says, then you will need to register the Vuetify plugin, include the Vuetify CSS file, and add a link to the head for Google's material design icons in your main.js file. Okay. With Vuetify 2.0, you need to pass a new instance of Vuetify to app options. Okay, so that's how to install Vuetify with options and the icons as well, which come from material design. You can install them as a local dependency or add them as a style sheet in your head from a CDN. Okay, let me try to install them locally. The icons. Okay. And then I have to import the CSS for the icons. Oops, let me go back to the Gridsome docs. Testimonials as JSON in the repo. That's a good question. Yeah, I don't know. We could do that. Or we could just put it in plain text. It depends how many testimonials we have. If we have a lot of testimonials, then maybe in JSON. Okay. So, oh yeah, so I installed the icons, and now I can put this. I'm just going to copy paste this inside of my app.js file, or my main.js file. And let's see. Okay, so I can get rid of this. I have that. And then it's also already app options head. Yeah, I don't need the router anywhere. And I'm still registering the layout component, so I can get rid of this actually. And okay, that looks good. Oh, and it's pulling in the fonts as well. Head.link.push for the fonts. Oh, and it's pulling in the material design icons too. So actually I'm gonna uninstall that library because it's already putting them in the head tag, so whatever. I'm gonna do mdi/font uninstall. Alright. You would like to add one? Oh, to my testimonials? It would be cool if we had some kind of, yeah, if we made this into a portfolio generator app. I think that would be an interesting project. Maybe that's where you were headed when you made the suggestion earlier. I don't know. Okay, finally there's one last thing you will need to do in order to build your application with Vuetify, you will need to whitelist Vuetify in Webpack in order to build. Yes, it is a real portfolio. It is a real portfolio. I'm just thinking like 10 steps in the future. Yeah. I don't know if I'll use it for my portfolio. So right now this is my portfolio, which is not a portfolio at all. It's basically a blog. And I do have my portfolio, which only links to GitHub. That's kind of sad. Maybe I do need a portfolio with projects and stuff. Yeah. So I haven't put much work into my portfolio for a while. Okay, so it says I have one more step to do, which is install Webpack Node and Externals plugin, because I need to whitelist Vuetify in Webpack in order to build. Okay. So I feel like they should make this easier, like a one-step install. I don't know, like have it Gridsome plugins, basically. So, okay, let me install that. And then to modify, okay, then I need to modify my server file to include that NoPack Web externals package. I need to add a chain Webpack here, which I can do in here. Yeah. Okay, so I have that plugin and I set it up. Or save your bundle size by using Vuetify tree shaking. I'm okay. I can do the tree shaking later. Okay, that's it then. It's only like 5 steps. And now I should have... Oh, I need to run my server. So, Gridsome develop. You love this template? Good, maybe I can get some ideas. View live preview. This is nice. Yeah, that's good. I kind of like this actually, this bar on the side. I don't know if I can beat this one. Awards and certifications. It's kind of straightforward, like there's nothing fancy here. It looks more like a resume made into an online portfolio. Experience, education, skills, interests, awards. And there's no project piece. I guess because this guy already has, you know, he's already a senior web developer, so maybe he's beyond the need for portfolio. Okay, so that's definitely a good one. Oh, that kind of nav bar. Yeah, maybe we could do that and not have the menu. Or we could have it where it folds out or stays in if we wanted to. I can move it to the left. I don't know. Then I guess I wouldn't have my name there if it stayed out the whole time. It would be like that. I've just always put the menu bar on the right because then I figure if someone's on a phone, it's easier to get to from the right. You have to move their hand all the way across the screen to get to the left. Isn't as exciting as that desktop nav. Yeah, it's not. Not at all. All right. So cannot get. Oh, syntax error. Let's see. This is in main.js 1621. Oh, I know why. Because I copy pasted from the docs and yeah. So the ... was a placeholder. Okay, so now it should work. Yeah. Wow. Alright, so this is beautiful Vuetify styling. Okay, so I'm going to scrap all of this and then add an app bar. Oh no, we're not going to have an app bar. So I guess let me look at the draw menu and see the examples to see what we can use for that sidebar. Okay. So it would be something like this. Actually, maybe we can make something better than that portfolio because we're using a design framework. Not because I'm a better designer. Okay, and this is minified. I'm not sure if I want the option to minify. So I guess I'd have my name at the top like this, and then the options here. I can probably just copy one of these. Right positioned. Yeah. Okay, there's nothing else interesting here. So I'm gonna go to the first one then. Just get this one. And where's the card? Okay, so the card, so it's inside of a card. And then navigation draw permanent. Okay. And then the divider. Okay, this is the divider. So when you put V divider, it stretches across the whole thing. Bootstrap Vue, you just have to do more things yourself. Bootstrap Vue is good, but Vuetify, I mean, there are full-time people working on Vuetify. That's why it has so many components. And I think Bootstrap Vue is just an open source project from people who like Bootstrap. So they're just porting Bootstrap components over to Vue, but they're not creating so many new things like Vuetify is. So that's why they have so much extra built into it. Do you have a plan of what desktop app you will do if FreeCodeCamp allows you? Yeah, it's on my GitHub. So I asked them. I might send another message to them today. I probably will if they don't respond yet because I need to know. I'll pull it up in a second. Let me do, okay, so nav. I guess I'll just get rid of all the nav. Okay, and then okay, and that's my card. Are there any loops or variables? Yeah. This item dot titles. Oh yeah, this is a GraphQL query. But I can just add a script here. A data method, return an object, and then I can have a list of items. So these are objects with title, and icon. So I'll just copy what they have for right now. Okay, this array. And let me see if that actually shows up. Oh, wow. Okay, I have to see what's wrong with my layout and why it's being so weird. Oh yeah, if you want to see that project that I've petitioned to do, it's one of my latest. I have so many repos now, I need to go back and clean some up. It's this Vue and Vue.js hours tracking. And I have a README that talks about it. It's to keep track of your hours and generate invoices for clients. Because after I created that video on my channel, I basically someone asked if I could make it, or suggested that it was a good idea to make a desktop app for it. So I was like, oh, that's a good idea. Okay, so I have this sidebar, and I want this to be the sidebar on the whole page. So where does this class layout go? Max width 760 pixels. All this other margin and padding. I don't need any of this really. Nav link. Yeah, I don't need any of that. And what about this? Body, line height. Don't need any of this. Yeah, just get rid of all the style. Cool. So that's exactly what I want. Almost. And so now, how do I make this go all the way to the bottom of the page? Let me see. It should be in... No, actually there should be a prop in navigation draws. Expands from the bottom of the screen on mobile devices. Clipped. There's a height prop. Okay, so if I say, let me go to the app. So you're saying in navigation draw I have a prop called height, and can I set it equal to 100%? No, I can't. Oh, on the card. Oh, okay. Oh, right. I just see now. The card already has one. Let me see what happens when I get rid of it. Oh, okay. Now it's only partially there. So now let me do this 100%. No, it doesn't do that. Okay, I think I need to look at the card docs and see. Look at the height prop. There might be another prop that makes it expand all the way to the bottom. Append, color, dark, disabled, elevation, exact. You're saying Tailwind is new? Tailwind? I don't think Tailwind is new. I've been hearing about it for a while. So we looked at it at my company last year. Tailwind, and we basically compared Tailwind and Tachyons and all those ones. Okay, exact. Height, hover. Oh, height. Set the height for the component, number or string. So hover, href, image link, loader height, max height. No, we don't want that. Tag target tile to width. Yeah, I actually, now that I think about it, I don't think that card, it wouldn't make sense for card to have a prop. That would make it 100% height, because normally when you're making cards, you don't have them as 100% height. So I wonder if I got rid of the card, if the navigation draw, because it is expected for a navigation draw to be 100% height. You would think so. So there should be a prop. Let me go back to draw. Okay, so V navigation draw. Permanent, expand on hover, background right. Okay, so it's in, let's see. So it's inside a V card. It's inside, so I think, okay, I think this is what the problem is. Because in Gridsome's instructions, it doesn't fully say all the things you have to do to set up Vuetify, and I kind of forgot about this. But Vuetify has very specific things that it wants you to do. So I think what I need to do here is class layout. Yeah, I don't need this div actually. So I'm going to do a Vuetify component, which is V app. And I think that's why everything is weird, because I don't have things wrapped in an app. So, oh man, my power just flickered on and off. That was weird. All right. It is storming. It's been storming quite bad last night. All parents have to be set to 100% or 100 view height. Okay. Thanks. I'm gonna try to do V app, and then actually the slot should also be wrapped in, what was it, V main? Is that what they changed it to? The V content tag? I guess it'll give me an error if that's wrong. Oh wait, this way. Okay, that's better. It definitely looks more styled than it did before. All right. And now, is it vmain? Let me see in the console. Let's see. There we go. Okay, vmain. Yeah, it's not complaining about it. So that's good. Okay, so it stretches down. It's just because the about us is below it, which I need to change. So maybe if I put this inside a card, let me see how it changes when I have it inside a card, which seems to be only adding elevation. Was it doing anything else? I don't know. Let's see. Oh, right, it's centering the card, so I don't want that. Okay, so yeah, I don't want the card style, not what I'm looking for here. So I'm gonna do that, get rid of the card. Yeah, and this is the style that I want. So yeah, unfortunately it's displaying the page right below the sidebar. So it would go all the way to the bottom if it wasn't displaying the page there. Let me try putting a V container around the page. Oops. Okay, So that gives it some spacing and stuff. Okay, and then the slot, let me look inside the components. Which, okay, if this is inside the app though, if that's inside the app, then why wouldn't this display over here? Let me see. Let me look at the app. So here's the app component. And in computed, it doesn't have a display. Oh, it does display flex. That's why. Okay. Is that why? So flex direction should be row, but instead actually there's another wrapper inside. Okay, so this wrapper, V application wrap, has flex direction column. And this is what I want to change. But because I don't have access to that, when V app, when this component renders, it gives me these two DOM elements. It gives me the outer one with ID of app, V application, and then the inner V application wrap, which is flex direction column, which I don't want. So since I don't have access to that in the template, I can't use Vuetify classes, so I'm going to make a style tag at the bottom here. And let's see, I'm going to target that class and then say flex direction row. Okay, it didn't like that. Let me see why. Okay, it's still flex direction column. Let me see, because it might not be specific enough to overwrite it. Actually, it's only targeting that class, though. V application. Oh, I know, because this is scoped. So I don't think it'll work, because that component is rendered after. It's rendered outside of this component, I guess. Yay, that worked. Sweet. Awesome. Okay, so now I have to figure out how to fix that. Because I don't have a width set. Otherwise, this is just displaying flex, and Gridsome is literally taking up as much space as it can on this page. So, let's see. I kind of like this left sidebar, actually. This is interesting. The first time I've done this kind of sidebar in an app where you aren't logging into something, I guess, for navigation, because that's used for dashboards and stuff like that a lot. Let's see. I need to set a width on the draw, so I keep switching back and forth. Am I in the draw menus now? B container, yeah, this is the draw. So let me see if it has the width prop. That would be at the bottom. Yep, and it has a width. So let me set the width on this, which is, I don't know, I'll set 200. I think that's pixels. Although I could specify, I guess. Width, let's see, 200 pixels. 300. Okay, so it must not be seeing it. So let me check in the DevTools again. and see what's going on. Inspect. All right, close that. Yeah, so it's giving me a style of, wait, where is it? Display flex, height 100%. That's good. Float display. So why isn't it giving me, actually this one. So the inner V navigation draw. No, I thought this one might be setting the width, but it's not actually. So did I spell? Yeah, width equals 300. So let me see. Okay, I have no errors. Everything's running fine. Oh yeah, it does say width. What am I talking about? It says width right here. So width is 300 pixels as a style, but it's still not, I guess, it's not showing it, or it's not recognizing that width. So I wonder if it needs to be this inner, let's see, width is 300 pixels. All right, so in V application wrap, flex direction row, it must have to do with the flex properties, I guess. This thing is taking up as much space as possible. Okay, so in this application wrap, I think I need to set a flex property, and maybe, so let me go down here. I set flex row, so maybe I need to say justify content space between. Okay, let me take a look at this actually, because this might be the problem. This V main component. Yeah, it is. So it's saying to take up as much space as possible with this flex 1.0 auto. So I need to change V main actually. Let me, so I think, because V main doesn't have, oh yeah, it has V main and then V main wrap. But I think I can pass a prop here to, where is it? V main. If I pass a class, let me see, it should go on the parent one. So I can say, oh no, I should just style this because it's custom, like flex 1.0 auto. And I think if I do, let's see. No, it was, if I, oh wait, let me go back to one. Yeah, if I take away the auto. So let me do down here. And what is it? Oh, V main. So class V main. Class V main. And I'm going to set the flex prop to be the same thing it was, just take away the auto. And now, sweet. Okay, that works. Now this doesn't have to be 300 pixels, so I'll probably make this like 240 pixels or something. That's better. Okay, so in a regular application with Sass, I guess I would overwrite Sass variables, but I think this is okay for a portfolio page, just making small changes directly to the Vuetify components. Okay, so now I have that. Now let me add or get this sidebar functional, create the sidebar. And I'll just add the 3 components I have here, or the 4, about, projects, education, contact. Yeah. And I can add these in the objects. So about projects, education, and then contact. Let me get icons for them. So if I go here to search Vuetify for icons, I can see material design icons. And I don't know, I guess about, I could just put like a user icon. Does anyone have a suggestion? Here's the icon site, the material design icons. Okay, so, and then I have to decide if I want them all to be square, outlined, account. Oh, this is how to import that. So I could do account box outline. Let's see. About. Oh, it's MDI for the icon. MDI account box outline. Because those are material design icons. Okay, cool. So I have that. Now for projects, and then education context. So for projects, I don't know, app, projects, what about this? Apps, MDI apps. I think that looks good. And now education, I could do school. School outline. Let's do school outline. Okay. Yeah, I like outlined icons usually much better than the filled in ones. Oh, what was the last one? Oh, contact. So, contact. Card, account, mail, outline. That's a lot going on. Social. No icons match the search. Message. Yeah, I like that. What about this one? Oh, that's message processing. What about this one? Message text outline. I think that one's good. Alright, anyway, done with icons. Message, text, outline. There. Those look good, actually. Alright, and so I have my sections, my outline. I can add like my name up here then. And maybe this will be my portfolio at some point. I'm thinking about it. I've been thinking about making a portfolio for a while. That looks nice. And then I guess here I'll just put like software developer. Then I guess I don't need an image. I could always add an image like what they have. Let's see. Not icons. It's in the draw. They have an image at the side. Gwendolyn sounds very familiar. Do you mean familiar like homey? or familiar like you've heard it before. The only movie I know with Gwendolyn was The Wizard of Oz. I think Gwendolyn was the witch, right? Or the... Oh. I think Gwendolyn was the Wicked Witch or something. Or the cousin of the witch or something like that. That's the only time I've ever heard it. Where is... Yeah, vlist item avatar. Is it using... Yeah, it's using vlist item. And then inside vlist item there's an avatar. And then... I might put this and then comment it out for later until I find an actual image. But I can put it here. Oh, that's cool. It automatically truncates my name there. Not that I would want that necessarily. But I could make this wider if I wanted to, or make this text bigger too to match. Alright, so I am going to comment that out for now because I don't have an image that I want to use right now, and start on the main page. Or actually, if I'm going to have an image on the main page, then I probably don't want an icon. So this is, I think this is perfect then. And my name is pretty long, so people with long names could fit in this space, I think. Alright, so finally, after almost 2 hours, it gets to the actual, actually this, we'll have to fix that. Let me just put a to-do here. To-do, fix nav, and then make an arrow. Oh. Should be left nav draw. Alright. Okay, cool. So yeah, let me add an image and then just some title and text. So what pages do I have? So right now I don't need these two different routes. And what Gridsome does is every time I make a page or a folder in Pages, it creates a new route for that. So I have /about and I have just a / because this is named index. So I don't want /about, so I'm going to delete this. Delete. Okay, and now I just have the index, which is the only thing that's going to show. And I can get rid of all that. And okay, so G-image also is, yeah, let me delete this. So G-image is a special Gridsome tag, basically that they pull in, or they render a low quality, or I think it's a blurry version of the image, and then eventually render the full image. So it's better for performance. I can't remember exactly how it works, but yeah, that's basically why they have the G-image tag instead of just a regular image tag. Okay, but I don't want that necessarily, or this Gridsome here. Where is that coming from? favicon.png. That is, I guess that's in the static. No. Oh, it's right here. favicon.png. Okay, so I could add one of my images, and let me find one real quick. Just like a face shot. So I have something to put there. Let me see. Do I have an image? Oh, I have the image that I used for my last interview thumbnail. Let me copy it. Okay. And I'll paste it here. Can I paste it? Oh, it doesn't let me paste now. Let me see if I can drag and drop. Can I drag and drop in VS Code? All right, let me see. Good. Okay, cool. That worked. Oh, I'm upside down now. Why did it do that? That's weird. Oh well. It wasn't upside down in the file explorer. Okay, so now I can call this, let me rename this image profile dot capital JPG. That's fine. Oh yeah, let me get out of that and profile dot JPG. Is it gonna work? Oh, it completely screwed up now. Why did it mess up? Size is undefined. Type error. Size is undefined. Size. Where is it talking about size? It doesn't give me the file. I'm thinking this is a specific memoji. What is a memoji? I'm thinking this is specific to images. Okay, so image.png. Gridsome has a built-in image component. Okay, it also resizes and crops in real time while developing. A typical component would be source equals image.png. Okay, yep, that's an alias to the source folder. It's in GraphQL, Markdown, image cropping. Let me see if it has size. So it seems like it calculates the size, and it's not able to calculate the size of my image, is what it seems like. Memoji. Have you seen WWDC? What is that? WWDC? Memoji? What am I looking for? Oh, okay. Yeah, so I commissioned an artist to make a robot version of me, but it turned out he couldn't do it, so now I'm getting someone else to do it, so maybe I will have some kind of representation of me in the future. That would be kind of cool for a portfolio. I like the drawings or those kind of sketches of somebody. So I think normally, so in the US, if I hire an artist in the US, let's see, I think it's at least $100 for someone to sketch you, depending on who they are. One guy at a coding conference sketched me a while ago for $50. But I think generally it's at least $100, sometimes a couple $100, depending on the quality and type of image that you want. Yeah. You could probably find someone on Upwork who would do it. And depending on where they live, it might be more or less. Okay, so type error, size is undefined. Yeah, I'm going to look at the Gridsome docs and see on GitHub or the GitHub. So yeah, it depends where you live in the world, but because the cost of living here is higher, people charge more for things. So if I hired someone in another country, I could probably pay a lot less. Like one of my old Spanish teachers from Venezuela, she told me her rent was like $7 a month or something. And I was like, that's crazy because, you know, in the US you pay 1,000, 1,500, 2,000 or whatever for rent. And yeah, so in some places it's just so much cheaper to live than here. What was I doing? Oh yeah, error. Let me just look at image size and see what issues come up. Still quite a few issues. G-image aspect ratios. No, I'm gonna look in close because I'm sure this is an already answered question. Let me just type in the exact error that I'm getting. Size is undefined. Oh, okay, so there's actually open issues. WordPress source plugin can't query image frame sets. Alright, you know what I'm going to do instead of this? See if it helps if I use a PNG. So let me actually open that image. And this is what I'm going to do. This is a JPEG. I think I imported this from my phone. So what I'm going to do, and anyways, I wanted to crop this image. So for my portfolio image, let's see. Should I cut myself off there? Yeah, I did. Okay. So now, it escaped. Okay, let me find it in my files now. Okay, and now let me import it here. Let me rename it as profile.png. Okay, and now let me do this, PNG. Okay, cool, that worked. It just didn't like that JPEG image for some reason. But when I took a screenshot of the image, that works. Alright. And then of course the width won't be 135. It'll be like 400 or something. Yeah, see, I don't know if you saw that. It loaded blurry and then it came in as the full size. So I think that's a really cool feature of Gridsome, that it does that for performance. In India, it's $200 for a 3-bedroom in a rural area. That's amazing. But can you get, so in rural areas of India, do they have high-speed internet? Or I guess maybe in some rural areas. Let's see. Oh, cool. I've always wanted to go to India one of these days after COVID. Oh, by the way, I don't know if any of you heard, but the US anyway got 1 million vaccines. I think it's 1 million, or was it 100 million? It was a lot of vaccines that we got, so hopefully that means that we have a working vaccine, or we're testing a working vaccine. But that's really exciting to think that we could all be vaccinated pretty soon. Alright, so here's my image. And oh, it's already been 2 hours. Alright. So let's just put some text real quick. Hi, I'm Gwen, and then some description text, and then kind of arrange the page. Actually not in Gridsome. Did I close the Vuetify docs? I think I closed them. Let me close that. Sound is gone? Oh, was it the UK? I think it's the US. Or at least that's what I read. I don't think people that refuse to wear a mask. So that's some people that refuse to wear a mask. I mean, most people that I know will wear a mask, so I don't know, maybe some people refuse to wear one. But as time goes on and more cases come up, I think people are seeing the importance of protecting themselves and protecting each other. Vaccines faked the moon landing. What did they say? I saw one of those fake moon landing videos, and they were trying to say that the flag was there was wind blowing or some kind of reason why the moon landing videos couldn't be real. It was the same kind of logic I heard at the Flat Earther conference that I watched. Flag can't moon. All right, well, now you're completely distracting me. Typography. I need a typography class. Oh, I think actually, so it's Vuetify that has these built in. So when I use like an H1, it just has already styled it. So let me try here at this index page to so first I'm gonna do section. I'm gonna mark off all my sections on this single page portfolio with a section tag just so I can differentiate them. I only have one now, so I'm leaving it in this index file, but eventually I'll move these into their own components. Oh wait, it's going to be on the other side, right? So I need to do, let's see, I have an image, and now let me do, I guess in H1, see how that looks. And what was I putting there? Hi, I'm Gwen. Hi, I'm Gwen. And I'm a software developer, ... Okay, and now because I made this section, I can give it a class. Let's say I display flex, and that should default to row. Okay, so that defaults to row. And now I'm going to, hi Elraza, how are you? Thanks for the follow. Oh, thanks for all the other follows that I missed. I just kind of ignored them because I was afraid they were bots again like last time. But I think all of you are real. That's called CSS. Oh, to style. I know, but it's so easy built in here with Vuetify. Okay, so let's see. I guess just div and class equals. I'll do the class in a second. Let me put these inside the div first. And then this will be display flex and flex column, flex direction column. Okay, cool. So that looks okay. And actually, I'm probably going to want a grid here is what I want. What should I work on today? Oh, yeah, I should have updated that. Title is building, I can't spell. Building a portfolio in Vue.js and Gridsome. Thanks. I think that Nightbot actually doesn't update the title forever. Like after the stream, I'll have to update it again. I think that's how it works. Thanks. Yeah, so we actually planned out the whole project in this stream, but we only got to one section. So in the next stream, I guess I'll have to finish it up. Now that it's already planned, it shouldn't take that long. And then just add all of the other sections. But actually in here, so I think what I want to do inside these sections, and let me get rid of the display flex for a second because I'm going to get that when I do V. Should I do V container first? So, oops, V container and then inside V row, just so I can use the grid system. And that way I can use offsets and stuff and mobile features. Okay, so close the column, close the row, close the container. And now I won't need this, I think, because I'm going to do, so I have one column for the image and I'm going to make another V column, for that stuff. And now I'll do close the column, and now on small here, so on small I'll do 6, and then the same thing for this column, so small equals 6. Yeah, Nightbot is great. Okay, that added some good spacing to it. And then I could make this image take up the whole container and then fix the text a little bit here. But I don't know, so I think I'm gonna leave it here for now because it's been over 2 hours and I am starving right now. So I think I might even stream tomorrow because I just want to get this done. Will I be hosting it? No, but let me push it to GitHub right now. So, oh, it's not a Git repository yet, so Git init. It's a Git repository, and then I need to add this GitHub here. Oh, I should raid someone. Oh, let me do that. Wait. I did that once before. I just have to find somebody. Let me first, let me first push this to GitHub before I forget, and then I'll raid somebody. So git remote add origin, the repository, git status. Okay, so Gridsome adds a git ignore file for me, so I feel pretty safe right now. So I'm gonna do, why does it have a yarn.lock file if I only used npm? I don't know. Oh well, I can get rid of it later. I'm gonna do, git add, and then git commit. Oh, you can't see what I'm doing at the bottom. Let me clear. Git commit -m, and then code. I'll do first commit because it is the first commit, and I'm lazy. Okay. Oh, git push -u origin master. And now it pushed. Alright, so I'll get started with the app then. Yeah, if you were here last time, we basically voted and started on a Gridsome project, which is a Vue.js framework similar to Gatsby that's used a lot with Jamstack applications, and it's basically a static site generator. But you have all the power of Vue behind you. So, let's see. Where's my terminal? Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and start the app, which I think is npm run develop. Okay, Gridsome starting. And now I can open up the app in the browser. Okay, and this is, last time we made the sidebar and we started with the content on the page. So this time we're just gonna, I guess, try to knock out, where did the, I guess maybe I didn't add the mockups here. Default starter for Gridsome. Or maybe I overwrote the README that I had here before. That's kind of sad. So I basically had 4 different sections. And let me see if I can open up the mockups. I have my mockups in my Balsamiq here. Bad network here. All right, Rohan. See you later. Hi, Jared. How are you? Is that an octopus? An octopus leg. I don't know what that is. All right. So where is... I need to open Gridsome portfolio. Here it is. Hey. Yeah. So where is it? I don't think it opened. I think it crashed. Oh well. So I guess we'll just wing the different sections then. But basically, we have these 4 sections to build, and then based off the links, it's just going to be 1 page right now. So it's going to scroll to about, projects, education, or contact from here. And then we'll just, I guess, wing the layout. Which stack do I recommend for development? That depends on what you're doing, and what are you trying to do? Get a job? Your screen border is showing. Oh yeah, the box that it's putting me in here is showing. I don't know how to fix that. Display. Oh, video capture. Yeah, on my other software, there's like a threshold, but I don't know if there's a threshold on not the shadow, top corner. Oh, no, this side, up here. Okay. There. Much better. Oh, you can still see 1 pixel. 1 pixel. All right. No. It's like a flashing pixel. Okay, that's fine. All right, so I'm going to do the different sections in Gridsome. So this is where we left off last time with just making this 1 section. So I'm going to go ahead and actually move these into different components. So the index file only has the imported components, because otherwise it's going to start getting messy. So in the components directory, and let me actually zoom in here. In the components directory, I'll make an about component. About.view. Oh, .view. Let's see. .view. And then projects, education, and contact. I'll make all of those. Still a student need a suggestion? I mean, do you want to go into web development, IoT, data science? In my personal opinion, I think the 2 easiest languages to pick up are Python and JavaScript, and they have massive communities, so much information, books, tutorials, all that kind of stuff and so many example apps where you can kind of pick through people's code and see all the different kinds of things they made with those 2 languages. If you're doing web development, you probably want to go with JavaScript. And if you want to do anything like IoT, yeah, just about anything else besides like web or mobile development, you could start with Python. And really the language doesn't matter so much, although I think those are the 2 easiest languages. And then from there you can light UI. Yeah, I switch sometimes, dark and light. Yeah, and from there, I mean, let's say you learn JavaScript, then later you can learn another language because you already have the concepts and everything from learning a language. But it really helps to pick 1 language and learn it deeply. So whatever language you pick, You should learn, beginner, intermediate, advanced, build as many applications as you want. And then if you learn one language really well, then you can go to any other language after that. Hi, ACM. Hi, Anna Partho. Hi, TJ. Hi, everyone. Yeah, I don't see the pixel anymore. So maybe it's still there. I don't know. Okay, so anyway, I was about to start creating components. So projects, education, and contact. Let's see. Oops. Projects, education, and contact. Speed. What's speed? I don't know what speed means. Why is Vue better than React? I think actually if you do FAQ, you can see it. Oops, what am I doing? FAQ. I think I put a brief spiel about why I use Vue in there because everyone always asks. Yeah. Hi, Basseth, how are you? Oh, Vue's speedier than React. Yeah, that's why you said speed. I definitely agree with that, especially with Vue 3 coming out. Okay, now what was I doing? So I have this top part, which can use a little bit of styling, but I might do that later. And then the next section will be about. So I'm going to create the template here. Template. And close the template. I don't know why my autocomplete's not working. Inside here, I'll put a div that says about, and then basically copy this for all these other pages. And then just change this, so contact, and then education. Oh, sorry, the current repo. That's not correct. That's not correct. I forgot to update it. This is the current repo. The Gridsome portfolio. Can you have a different nav bar for different routes? If I wanted to, I don't think I need it for any reason here, because this sidebar is just going to stay there in perpetuity, so it's not going to go anywhere. I'll have to try it on mobile and see if I need to collapse it, but because I can just collapse it to just the icons basically and make it pop out or fold on mobile, but I'll see how it looks. Okay, and oh yeah, so I have education. Oh, did I not save that one? Education projects. Okay, and now I need to import all these components into index.vue. And in my script, I can import about from, let's see, at components / about.vue. And then I need, so after meta info, I'm going to register my components and then do about. And then I'll just copy this for the other sections, and then I can start actually doing my sections. So projects and projects, education, contact. Oops, undo. Projects, education, and contact. Okay, now I have all my components, and now I can put them in the DOM. So I'll put about, and then projects. This is all boilerplate, which I guess you can't avoid. As much as Gridsome abstracts away some boilerplate, it can't abstract away all of it, I guess. Or maybe we'll have voice controls at some point that will develop apps for us. We'll just tell our apps to do certain things and it'll generate code. Okay, so I have all of those, and now I see all my sections. Great. Head first, Java. Hi Ashik Paul, how are you? Some good coding books. Yeah, I don't know about Java. I worked in Java for like 7 months. I don't even remember what I used to learn about it. I think just a bunch of blog posts, documentation, and YouTube videos. I don't even think I own a Java book. I don't mean this project, I mean if it's a thing or possible to have a different nav bar for different routes, because I want to do something like that in my project. Yeah, you can have as many nav bars as you want. Why not? No framework is going to stop you from putting nav bars all over the place. You know, it depends on your design. In one of my work apps, there are well, it's kind of a dashboard like app, but there are definitely at least a couple nav bars in that app. Okay, so I have this component, so now let me put the about component. Well, I think this is actually about, so I'm gonna actually move this stuff into about because it kind of talks about me, so I don't see why I need two separate components for that. So I'm going to do this, and yeah, I think that's good. Okay, and now this is my about component. Now I need to do projects, which would be kind of a list of cards of the projects I've made. So let me go into projects, and actually I want to, oops, it's my Scrivener is still open for some reason. So it's eating my hotkeys. I can't use my hotkeys. Okay, I guess I'm going to use the same kind of section pattern. So I'll put a B container. I am using Bootstrap, right? No, I'm using Vuetify. Okay, never mind. I thought for some reason I was using Bootstrap. Oh, I think the Free Code Camp project I did is using Bootstrap. The one I did on Friday. That's why I'm confused. Okay, so close V container and then do V row. Okay, and then get out. Okay, and then do a V row here. And the reason why I want this section is actually because I want to give different background colors to different sections as I scroll. Hi Giefer, how are you? Okay, so I'll do a class of project section. And inside of here, I'm just gonna, well, I'll put a column first. So V column, and then in here, finally, I'll put in each one that says projects or something like that. Yeah. Okay, so now I have projects, and I'm actually going to Do I have Sass? Oh, I'd never set up Sass in this application. Okay, so I guess what I'm gonna do then is just add a style tag and do it component by component for right now. So I'll do project section and give it a background color of something. So I'm actually going to go to this website, which is called colorsandfonts.com. And I can go to color palettes and just pick a color palette for my portfolio. Let's see. Don't need anything fancy really. I like blues and oranges. So maybe I'll go with, I don't know, maybe I'll go with, which one did I see? Oh yeah, this is kind of a teal, which is okay. Yeah, I think I'll go with this one. Copy all 5 of these colors. And then I'm gonna put them in my README so I keep them for reference. Here's my README. Okay. So, let me do design and then colors and then paste those 5 colors. And actually I should go ahead and put which color they are. So there's white, which is off-white, I think. And then there's light orange, dark orange, and teal. Light orange, dark orange, and teal. Oh, and then this is just dark. I don't know if that's dark blue. Oh, let me inspect it. Oh, inspecting won't do anything except get the color. That's weird though. Why is it showing up as purple? Oh, it's like showing up as purple and blue. That's strange. Okay, I don't know what's going on there, but that's fine. It would be cool if there was a toggle to put this in different colors at some point. Okay, so the background of the project section, I guess I'm gonna try light orange. And let's see. Okay, cool. It doesn't stretch all the way across yet. And I think that's because the layout page, Gridsome server, is vapp vlist item. Nope, no, none of that. Oh yeah, because it's inside of a V container. So I wonder if I took away the V container. Yeah, and now it stretches all the way across. Okay, good. That's exactly what I want. And now I want cards to list all the different projects. So let me go to the Vuetify docs. Blackberry color. Oh, the dark color that I have? Yeah, I don't know. That was weird. I've never seen it inspect. I've never seen it where I inspect with the dropper and it turns out to be a completely different color than what it looks like from afar. Okay, get started. And oh, I want to get to the cards. So in Vuetify cards, Vuetify has always been like my go-to component library because I feel like I just don't have to worry about design unless I'm working with unless I'm specifically working with a designer, it's just so nice to use Vuetify for everything. I just need a simple card example where I can just copy the code. Let's see. I think that, yeah, this is what I want. Basically an image on top and then text and a button to go see the code on GitHub for a project. So let me copy that. The whole V card. And I don't think, yeah, there's no other state or anything I need here. So I can close that, go to projects, and okay, this is in a V row, V column. So I should actually put another V row here with another V column, I guess. And then this is where I can paste that card. Okay, and now indent, and let me see how that looks. Cool, my projects. Now I think it would look good, especially now that I have this sidebar, I think it would look good to have maybe two next to each other here. Firefox is colorblind. Firefox usually works well. I think the DevTools in Firefox are actually really nice. I was surprised when I switched back to Firefox last year. There are a couple things that I think Chrome has that Firefox doesn't, but overall I'm really happy with Firefox. Okay, one more card. So let's see. I want to loop through cards. So here, let me create a V4, and then I'll have to put this in my data. So V4 card in cards, and then the key will be, the key will be card dot name. I don't know. And now let me add a script tag here. So script, and then data return, and I need cards. Oh, wait, cards is an array of objects. So I'm just gonna use my own GitHub for these cards. And let me make a second object. Name is, oh wait, this isn't a component, this is the name of the project. Then what other project should I use? I guess I'll use let's see, let me use the project that I just started on Free Code Camp. So the Vue NWJS hours tracking app, and then the other one will be the curriculum app. So let me just real quick add GitHub, and then the link to the GitHub project, and then this one will be hour tracking app. Can you make the nav bar fixed? Yeah, you in what is it, Vuetify, you can just add the fixed prop, but I'm not using a nav bar in this app. I'm just using that sidebar, which is the new component that we found in the last stream. Let's see. Okay. Okay, cool. So now I have those, and share, explore. Okay, I'll get rid of this second button. Oops, delete. And here I'm gonna put its card. Actually, this should be projects. Why am I calling them cards? Projects. Okay, so it will actually be projects. So for project in projects, the key will be project.name, because I won't have two projects with the same name. Okay, and then this one, oh wait, oh, this is the V button. So I need a link here that's to, and that will be project.github. And that will be a link to the person's GitHub. And now in here, I'll put GitHub repo, or I should put see the code or something. I don't know. Let's see. Okay, cool. GitHub repo. Oh, I'm using 2 here. I think it should be href, right? Oh. Yeah. Let's see. Project.github. Let's see. Yeah, that works. Okay. All right, so now I need these 2 cards to be side by side, and then I'll fix the images and everything. So, okay, max width, MX auto, I really don't, that centers the card on the page, so I really don't need that. And then I might change this to 300 pixels wide. Okay, and now I want to float these cards next to each other. So how do I float them? I guess, so this is in column here. What I could do is add, I think this is already display flex. Let me just check. So in Vuetify columns, just check the docs and you can set mini. Oh, you mean the sidebar? Yeah. I should do that. I'll have to do some mobile testing after. I like how Vuetify looks. It like automatically sizes all the icons for you in any of the sidebars, nav bars, anything. So buttons, icons, text, everything looks perfectly spaced right out of the box. Okay, so where am I? Column. Okay, so rows are display flex and columns are not. I wonder if I should just get rid of the column in there. And it seems like I shouldn't have a column. Yeah, if I want to display these in a wrapped row. And then on the row I can add some flexbox classes like, because a column would be like if I want to denote a grid, like I want this placed in this column, but I kind of just want to wrap these around. So I want justify space around. There. I think that looks pretty good for projects. Okay, and then what else do I want to do? Oh, on the cards, I want to just real quick, or on the row actually, I want to add some margin. So margin bottom of 5. Let me do more. So 8. Okay, that's good. And then margin top of 4. Add some more spacing, that's better. And now let me fix the text inside these cards. Let's see. Whitehaven Beach, Island. What? I guess it's just a description. So here, inside card text, man. Okay. Inside card text, I could just do project.description and then add a description to each project. Okay, and then the subtitle. Okay, and in the title, let me get rid of the subtitle. I don't think I need a subtitle. So in this title, I can put project.name, curriculum hour tracking app. Okay, and the only other thing is for the image. So I need to get an image for each project. And that should be project.image. So I need project.description and project.image. So let me just add those. Description and image. And I think from the GitHub repo, I can just grab an image. Let's see. Yeah, in Mockups, because they're hosted here, so I should be able to just use one. But is there a limit for the row? Yeah. Yeah, just like you said, I have max width on the cards. So I guess on a bigger screen it would show more, but I don't have any more cards right now. Let's see. Draw menu. Which one? It would probably be the hours log. So let me view image. Okay, and now I have the image from the hours. Oh no, that's the wrong one. Undo. Okay, now I have the image for the hours one, and let me see if that works in the app. Oh, that's kind of ugly because I have some mock-up notes on that one. Let me try a different page. Let's see. This page is kind of boring, but it will probably look a little bit better. Let's see, view image. Okay, so view image there. Okay, it looks okay. And then when I add the text, oh, the text is white. Okay, so I'm gonna have to change the text to be black. Oh, because it says here white text. So I'll just remove that Vuetify class. Hour tracking app. That's a really bland screenshot. Let me see what I have for the curriculum app. Yeah, these look a bit better. Let me take this one. The 30th anniversary. Awesome. Hopefully they're thinking about updating that Disability Act for the modern age and the internet. Okay, so I have the curriculum screenshot. I'll put it here. Oh, okay. That's okay. I think for the title, actually, I should put a little bit of a background behind it. it should be coming out from the edge. That would make it look a little bit nicer. Or I can just develop. I guess if I was really doing this for my... No. Oh, okay. You were making fun of me. Is it really the 30th anniversary of the Americans with Disabilities Act? Okay, so now I need text here. And I'm just going to grab this text for the description and paste my description from GitHub, and then do the same thing. Oh wait, do the same thing on this repo. For the hour tracking app. Okay. Okay. That looks okay. I want to truncate this. So if it's longer than, I don't know, how many characters is this? I can just try out the characters. So let me truncate. Let me make a truncate function here. Where is it? Where is it? So in methods, I'll make a truncate function, and you did a tweet? Okay. I had someone named Joe Caulfield on my Faraday Tech Cafe podcast, and he talked about that, the Americans with Disabilities Act, and disability rights and all those things. So it was really interesting. And he mentioned how disability rights haven't really been updated since the internet came out. So there's no laws that govern, or very few laws that govern websites and accessibility and mandate that websites must be accessible. Although we're coming around to it slowly, I guess. Okay, so truncate. And then, okay, so truncate will take a string, and then it will return, I guess, if string.length is greater than 50, then return string.slice. Is this the right syntax? String.slice 0 to 50 or 0 to 49 plus ... Otherwise return string. Okay, well, I guess I'll see if this is right. So let me pass the description into that. So I'll call the truncate method. Well, all federal sites. Yeah, the government sites have to, but I think most sites don't. Okay, cool. So my truncate function works and I get the ... at the end. But I do want a few more characters, so let me try 80 characters. 80, and change this to 79. Good, so it's 2 rows. I like that. The image needs some help. Nobody ever knows that syntax. Oh, you mean the slice? Which one do you mean? Yeah, the Domino's suit was a big thing. Domino's got sued because disabled people could not use their website like a screen reader. It was impossible to use. And then Domino's, if you're not from the US, Domino's is this huge pizza company that's just everywhere, all over the country. And they said, we don't have the money or resources to make our website usable by disabled people. And so they got sued for it, which was awesome. Yeah. Yeah. I get confused with Slice because Python, Python just uses the bracket syntax, which is easier. And then I come back to JavaScript and it's like, oh, how do I do this again? Okay. So what was that? Oh yeah. Is there any way to gray out this image a little just so it doesn't look so white? Can I set opacity? How do I set opacity? Yeah. How to set opacity on images, CSS. Set the alpha, right? Filter grayscale 1. Okay, let me try that. Ashik Paul says just image ID. I'm not sure what that means. That will work for CSS. Yeah, I thought that was a Sass method? Or I don't know. I'm not very good at plain CSS. Okay. Filter grayscale. Oh, wrong place, but it did work though. Let's see. Let me just do it on image then. Filter grayscale. Oh wait. Nope. So let me see. Oh, 100%. Yeah, opacity was what I was thinking of. Grayscale. Nope, I don't think grayscale works unless I typed it in wrong. Filter grayscale. Oh, set opacity. Okay, that's what you were saying, image ID. Yeah, I don't think grayscale works. Let me see. There is a filter for opacity. Oh, because it's scoped? Why would scoped matter? Oh, now it's doing this image. Wait, undo. Okay. Okay, so grayscale did work. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm not targeting the correct element. Let me look at it. It's a V image. Oh, okay. So I think I need to target V image, and I guess it's setting a background on the image. Oh, this one, V image. Okay, let me try this class instead. Nope, so maybe it's just V image that I'm looking for. Yeah, that works. Oh, but I do want opacity. Yeah. Okay, I do want opacity, so let me try the what is it? Opacity and then 0.5. Oh, that does the text because the text is on top of the image as well. Okay. So yeah, because this is a background image. So I don't know. I basically want to gray it out or gray it out a little bit so that the text stands out more from the background. Let me look at how it's set up. So here I have the V image. Align and height 200 pixels. Project.image. Okay, and then inside of V image I have the vCard title. So if so, could you put a div between the image and the text? The thing about the text being inside of the image is that if I take the text out, then it displays below the image, which I could do. Do you think that's better? Yeah, that might be better actually, to display below the image. Yeah, then I won't have to, then I don't have to gray out the image at all. All right, so yeah, that was possibly a bad idea. So let me see. Yeah, I think that looks better, but I do want a border bottom on the image. Then keep doing that to differentiate it. So border 1 pixel solid. I don't know, maybe just a border bottom. Border bottom. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. What do you think? Yeah, don't overlap text. Yeah, that was a bad idea. It's just because I copied it from their website. So what do you think? This looks okay. I could make it better by, making the images specifically a certain size for this. But for right now, I think this looks pretty good for projects. All right, so I could do education next, or I could fix this section. I should probably fix this section. And let me go to my profile here and see. Okay, I don't really have a description there I can steal. Let me go to About. I'm a software developer. I just want some more text here. Who works as a consultant with Python and JavaScript and sometimes Ethereum blockchain. Okay. And yeah, that's a bit more text. That's good. And I feel like there should be some button, but at least I want this to be vertically centered. Vertical centering would be good for the text, I think. What are you going to do with Gridsome? Oh, you found an About Me page. Thanks. Thank you. I already wrote an About Me page. Okay. So that's better. Let me just okay, that's good. And now let me close that paragraph tag. And Gwen Faraday. I should put links here. So let me put links in here real quick. So, well, let me see what it looks like. Oh yeah, so these should probably be in paragraphs then. Although, maybe I'll get rid of this. I'm not really looking for more opportunities right now. I'm so busy. Okay. So, P and paragraph. Did I not close? every paragraph. I did close the paragraphs. And what is it complaining about this one? Oh, you can't nest paragraphs in paragraphs. Let me change this then to a div. Okay, and now YouTube channel. I'll get rid of that. And I'll put this inside of just a regular A tag then. ahref equals, and then I'm just going to type out the name of my YouTube channel. youtube.com/c/Faraday Academy. Okay, and then I have to close the link here. So close the link. Okay, and then I'll do the same thing with my GitHub. And hopefully with Vuetify styling, the link just looks pretty good. Okay, so this will be the same. https://github.com/gwenf. Oh wait, there. And okay, cool. So that looks good. That looks good. And now I want to vertically center these. How about LinkedIn and GitHub icon below the description? I could. I also have a contact section, so if I put everything up here, then it's like, why do I have a contact section? So I definitely want, there's no link, so I think I want all those icons to be in the contact section, though here it might look better if I had the icons instead of the text. I don't know. But first let me try to vertically center these. So let me do display flex, align center. No, I need a flex column. A resume button. There should be a resume button. No, that's not at all what I want. Okay, so now I need to do justify center. Yeah, okay, this is exactly what I want. This isn't the best looking portfolio, but it's okay. It's better than the one I created 5 years ago, so that's good. Okay, so I have the about projects. Now I need the education section. So what am I going to do for education? Let's see. So first of all, I'm going to delete this and add section here. And then I'll do a V container inside. Close that. And then V row. YouTube SVG to any brand name. Like GitHub or Vue.js. I don't know what that means. Oh, okay. Oh, cool. I didn't even know about this. Thank you. JS Deliver, I can just find any icon on there. Cool. Yeah, thanks. Okay, so, oh yeah, I deleted that. So let me now do row and V column inside. I need to have a snippet which just like generates these things or something. I don't know. Let's see. Now inside of this, I'm going to do the same H1 with education. No, that has to be inside of the H1. So education H1. And now duplicate those. And what do I want inside education? Should this be like a list or I don't know. So on my, let's see, FaradayInspection.com. So on this website I made for my dad, who basically does home inspections for people. I'll post it in the chat. So this is what I did down here for education, basically like a timeline thing. So for education and experience on the timeline. So I don't know if maybe I should do that. Oh, let's see in Vue, because in Vuetify they actually have some kind of a timeline here. So what do you guys think? Should I do a timeline like this? Or I don't want to use cards again because I just use cards for the project section. And a timeline, I could very easily make it look like this. Ooh, I like this actually. What do you think about this? Timeline's good? Okay. I really like this one. Icon dots. What's the difference? Oh, icons inside. Reverse direction. So I think it does have to be reverse. Oh, what about years? Do they have years? Or like dates? Yeah, this is it. I think this is the one. Avatar. Okay. Yeah, because I used this for some time tracking stuff that I was doing. Okay, so I'm going to get the code from this one actually. So there's a V for loop, so I'll copy the timeline and the data from here. V timeline. Let's see. Yeah, I've been slowly collecting all that gear for, I guess, the last year, maybe? It's been about a year now. There's still a couple more things I'm going to get, like one more light and a few other things. I really need a new laptop too. That's why you can hear the fan running so hot. I'm afraid it's going to die on me one of these days. Okay, so there's the timeline. Oh, let me copy the script tag too. Make the sidebar fix like the nav bar on Dad's site. Oh, on scroll? Oh, that's what you were talking about fixed on Dad's site. Yeah, it's not fixed on the side. Yeah, that kind of stinks when I scroll. Okay, let me finish copying this and then I'll tackle that and fix the sidebar. Okay. So, add a script tag, and data return. All right, let me see how that looks. Nope. Unexpected token 66.2. Let's see. So return, where does this come from? Oh, that's what I'm doing. All right, so okay, cool. This looks nice, and I like that part on the white background. So it's good to have projects on a colored background. All right, and then I would just have to figure out what I did each of those years. Well, not like 1960, 1970. I think I need to do reverse there too. Let me see, reverse. The direction of timeline items. Yeah. Let me go here. Oh, in V timeline, so reverse. Is that? No, it was supposed to reverse. How come it's not reversing? Did I put that in the right component? Let me see. Yeah, V timeline has a prop called reverse. Defaults to false. I put the prop here, reverse. So why isn't it reversing? Let me take it out again and see. Oops. Okay, so it's the same thing. And now if I put reverse, it does the same thing. Oh, it reverses sides, I think. Does it? It switches sides. That's what it's doing. Let me see. Yeah. Whatever. I do like reverse though. Or no, I'm gonna get rid of it. Anyway, I thought it would be from the, because I want the newest experience first, but I guess for that I'll just change this. Like I can just add my own objects here. Okay, so I'm gonna leave that for now. And now, like everyone's been saying, this sidebar needs to be fixed. So let me look at the sidebar. Oh, cool. These have all been updated. Where is the sidebar? It was just here last time. Oh no, that was the Bootstrap sidebar that was new. That's right. So on Friday we used Vue Bootstrap and they had a new sidebar component. That's why there was a new flag on it. Okay, so for this one, let me go to the default layout. Okay, so that's just a regular navigation draw. Let me go to draws. Hi Mark, how are you? Welcome to the stream. We're doing a Vue.js application. Just gonna quickly post which one it is. It's in Gridsome. And I'm looking to fix my navigation draw right now. And so someone suggested that it was just the fixed prop. So, yeah, so I should just be able to, let me scroll down a bit, add a fixed prop to this. Permanent, so it stays there all the time. And now if I add fixed. No, okay, so now I have to give a margin left to all my components. Basically. So let's see, in main, I should put it on the v main. Yeah, because I want all the components to fall just to the right of that nav bar. But let me see first. Yeah, so I think the best way to fix that, unless someone has a better idea, because now it's covering the items on my page. So now I need to figure out the width of this sidebar and set a margin left. So this, okay, so it's in an aside. It's a V navigation draw is the class. And actually I'm going to copy this class V navigation draw open because I'm going to be minimizing it later, so I'm guessing it won't have that open prop anymore. So let's see. Open, and then, oh no, wait. I can't do it like that. I need to actually take v main. So I'll have to fix it later when I do mobile, when I fix this for mobile. But v main, let me add margin left of, how many pixels is this? So it's 240 pixels, and yeah, 240 pixels exactly. So 240 pixels. Okay, good. And now it pushed everything back into the place that it should be. Okay, good. So I have all of that done, and now I just need the context section. So this timeline section is just something that I'm going to have to figure out, I think. I'm not sure if you want me to type out my experience, my education experience on stream. Well, actually, projects. No, I mean education. So I wonder if education should be experience too. Yeah, I think education and experience should be in the same one if it's going to be this big timeline. Yeah, I'm going to put those together somehow. Let me see here. Education and experience. Yeah, that fits. That looks good. And now contact. So, oh, there's a bug. Okay, I think it's because I open my window so much. So contact. Okay, so in contact, this is where I'm going to put all of my social media links. And then I could do a contact form too. Just quickly set one of those up. So let me get out of this, and now in my contact page, I'll do the same thing. So section, and then v container, close that, close section, and then v row, v column, and then h1 contact information. Okay, and then close the column, close the row, duplicate that. Okay, now let me see. Okay, so now I have the contact section at the bottom, which I want the contact section to have a background too. So maybe I should have the contact section. No, I was thinking about doing a dark light, but I don't know. What if I just did the same color? So for the contact section, I could do style tag, and then I'll say contact section, which is a class I'm going to make, and then background color is that. Oh wait, and then I need to add that class. So class equals contact section. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. This will be a nice colorful section in the middle of everything anyway. Why am I using light theme? I switch off, so I'll spend about a month on dark theme, get tired of it, spend a month on light theme, get tired of it. This is the solarized, I think this is solarized light, which is my favorite light theme. But I also have pale night, which I've really been liking, which is a dark theme. And then of course there's the standard, was it dark plus or something that everybody uses in VS Code. So Yeah, I change it up sometimes. Sorry if it's that annoying. Entered life, 1995. Are you using Vuex? So I'm using Gridsome, and Gridsome doesn't come with Vuex. I think it doesn't come with Vuex. Let me just make sure about that. Yeah, so it comes with its own routing out of the box. And then other than that, the way you handle data is just through importing. So you import everything and it gives you one GraphQL API in your whole app from all your different data sources that you pool, and then you kind of query that information in different parts of your app instead of using Vuex. So I haven't heard of anyone using Vuex in Gridsome. I'm not even sure if that's possible. Okay, so contact information. How should I do this? Should I just have a list of icons and links? Yeah, let me start putting icons. So Jared suggested I use these icons from JS Deliver. Then I guess I would get LinkedIn and what other things? Oh, he already did YouTube. GitHub. Oh, they have everything. Yeah, let me try these icons. I've never tried them before. Okay, so contact. Okay, so I guess it's an image tag. The thing about this is though that Vuetify has a V icon here, and I wonder if I can choose a source, because usually you put like MDI icon or whatever in the middle of that tag. So let me look at icon. Okay, I already have my icon set up. Yep. Yeah, using custom icons. Okay, so it still wants you to, yeah, set up the icons in the Vuetify plugin options. Okay, so I don't know. Let me compare the two. So let me put an icon here. So I guess I'll just do an image tag and say source. Yeah, maybe it's weird because after you mention about the light theme, dark theme, oh wait, I don't need to make that dynamic. Now I start looking at it. Now it looks really bright. Okay, this is my contact information. One huge octocat. Let me give this a class. Equals contact icon. Your eyes. For what are you going to use GraphQL? That's a good question. So in this app, what would I use GraphQL for? So I guess I could have data sources like local files that had, you know, all this information in it if I wanted to. That's probably overcomplicating it. I could pull in things from the GitHub API to populate this information. But yeah, overall, or if I had blog posts that I wanted to include my latest blog post here, I could pull in from my GraphQL or something. So, all right, let me oh wait, what do I do? Is it this one? Theme. Generate color theme, preferences, color theme, yeah. So let me look at, there's quiet light, ooh. I mean, solarize light doesn't look that bad. Light plus light, and then here are the dark ones, so abyss, dark. This is what everybody uses, like, what's the difference between dark and dark plus? Oh, it's slight difference. Okay. I think dark plus is what everyone uses. Oh, that's the default. And then Kimby dark. Kimby dark is interesting. Never used that before. Monokai dimmed. Pale night. This is the one, the plugin that I got. So, and then there's red and a few others. Yeah, there's red, which is awful. Solarized dark. Solarized dark is nice. Yeah, maybe I'll go with solarized dark for now. Is that enough contrast? Can you see it, or should I do a different one? Why didn't I use Nuxt for this? So there's a lot of similarities between Nuxt and Gridsome. Gridsome is more of just a simpler, it's a simpler way to build a small application, basically. It also has the GraphQL data layer, which is different from Nuxt. Nuxt is mostly for server-side rendering, although it does have the static site generation. What else is different? Yeah, I would say this is a simpler, more streamlined way of building a small app that's better for, what do you call it? Oh, Jamstack applications. Yeah, but then I switched to this, and now this site looks so much darker, or so much lighter, now that I'm using a dark theme over here. Actually, I don't know how much I like this blue color. And the contrast isn't that high. I'm going to go with Pale Night again because I really like that one. Color theme. Pale Night. What's Pale Night operator? It looks almost the same. Okay, I'm going to go with Pale Night. I really like this. Yeah, I can't remember what I was saying, but that's okay. So now I have these contact icon classes. So let me set the height and width of these. So height 50 pixels and width, or the width should just go with the height, right? If they're sized properly. Yeah, because otherwise it might stretch out and look weird. Okay. That looks fine for now. Let me go ahead and get the rest of the icons then. And go here and just go to the end. So instead of GitHub, I'll put LinkedIn. And what would be third? YouTube. Oh, Twitter. Twitter, and then what's after Twitter? I don't know. Is there any more social media? Oh, there's Instagram. I am on Instagram. Don't want Facebook there. Okay. That's okay. So let me make this a little bit smaller, actually. Let me do 40 pixels. That still seems big. And now let me space these out. So what I'm going to do is inside this column, I'm going to do small of 6 columns wide, and then offset small of 3. MySpace, yeah. You know, like, what was it, last year when they accidentally deleted all of those pictures? I went back on my MySpace I found it just to check it out, and I still had pictures from so many years ago on there. So you might still be on MySpace if you had an account. Oh yeah, I completely forgot about Twitch. I'm streaming on Twitch, and I forgot about Twitch. 1 second. Let me let me fix Twitch. Okay. Cool. Oh wait. What was I? Oh yeah, I was going to... Oh, I was fixing the spacing. That's what I was doing. Let me delete that then. So, small offset, and then now I need to add a class here. So, class equals... well, first I want display flex, and then I want the icons to be evenly spaced, so justify around. No, space around. Justify, or justify content. Is it content? No. Justify space. Yeah, there it is. Okay, and then I would probably want to center that title. So I can just add a class here of margin on the x-axis of auto. Nope, didn't center. Oh, is it margin y? No, it's the x-axis. Y would be vertical. Why didn't it center? I don't know. H1, is it because it's an H1? Would a div center? Let's see. Let me look at this. So, yeah, I have margin right, margin left of auto. Oh, text align center, right? Text align center. That's what I need. So I think they have a class for that too. Let's see, text and typography center. Text alignment. Yeah, text center. So I can do text center. I get confused by some of the Vuetify things because sometimes there's like 2 hyphens and sometimes there's 1 hyphen. And I still don't know why they do that. Okay, the icons should not be bigger than the header though. So let me make these 30 pixels then. Okay, that's better. So what do you think? With all the icons here. It's pretty good, right? Yeah, thanks. I just read your message after, Mark. So what do you think about this? Let me push the code real quick. So if you want to look at it, you can. So let's do get status. I changed the readme. Okay, I added the components, updated the pages, that's all good. So git add, just add everything, git commit -m code from live stream on July 26th. Is it July 26th? Yeah, it is. Okay. And git push. And now it's updated. So let me post the link in the chat. Yep, posting straight to master because nobody else is working on the repo right now, so might as well push to master. Although I did make a big mistake pushing to master the other week where I force pushed and overwrote everything because I was tired and I just wanted to get it over with. And yeah, it overwrote my readme that I had to type out again, which was annoying. Yeah. So that's the repo. Yeah, how it is right now. I could run this again and see. I did all the sections, so that's really what I wanted to get done today. I guess the other thing is that these don't link anywhere, and the sidebar also doesn't collapse. And then these I'll probably have to figure out on my own what kind of timeline I would do for my own portfolio. Oh yeah, and these don't link either. So yeah, there are things to do. Let me go ahead and fix this sidebar though and figure it out. So where is that? Oh yeah, that's in the default component in the layout. Yeah. Hi Tom. I am using Material Design. It's a Vuetify design framework for Vue. And I use this in a lot of my projects. Sometimes I'll use Bootstrap or something else, but generally I use Vuetify because it comes with so many things out of the box. Although I tried to use Inkline the other day and it broke. And I still haven't... Did I ever figure out why it broke? I'm not sure. I think it wasn't jiving with my Sass that I had installed. Okay, so link. So here is where I want to link to a different section of the page. So I want to link to these IDs, about, project, education, and contact. So let's see. So I guess I'll do 2 equals, no, I need to pass something in here. So I'll use backticks and then hashtag, and then I'll pass in, can I use this? Or no, I need to do the double quotes around it. All right, there we go. And now I can pass in item dot title, and then lowercase these. Yeah, I'll have to lowercase them and hyphenate any spaces. So item.title.to lowercase, and then dot replace replace spaces with hyphens. Okay. Let's see. Okay, now I just need to put the IDs in there. So, oh, let me see what this one is. I hover over it. Okay, so it's hashtag education dash. Oh, it's not replacing all of the spaces. Actually, I only have one item that has spaces in it, so for right now, I'm gonna hard code this and do this. So, education dash experience. Yeah, that's good. Okay, and now I just need to add IDs to all of these components. So, about, I need an ID of about, and then contact, I need an ID of contact, and then education, I need an ID of education, and then projects. ID equals projects. Okay. Oh yeah, for this should be education dash experience. So let me fix that. Dash experience. All right. Cool. What do you think? All right, thanks, Iswad. Isad, I think. Thank you. Thanks for your help. Thanks for talking me out of light mode into dark mode. Can you start a series on Django only backend? I've been working with Node.js, but really want to learn Django and the REST framework. I have some, between my YouTube channel and this channel, I have some Django REST framework streams. Like the hackathon I did the first 4-hour hackathon of setting up Django REST framework on my YouTube channel. But I'll definitely be doing more Django. What about JavaScript X state machine? I'm not sure what you mean. Like using a state machine for the project? Post a link if you're talking about something specific. All right, so that's pretty good. I guess the last thing would probably be just add links for all these things, but that might be kind of boring in the stream. I might actually, when this is fixed up, use this as a portfolio since I don't have a portfolio. Since if you didn't catch my last live stream, this is my portfolio. Well, this is my blog, but I have a portfolio tab that just has a link to my GitHub. It's kind of a sad portfolio. You can use scroll behavior smooth to animate the anchor jump. Yeah, I probably should do that as I scroll. That would be a nice addition. So in Vue, I wonder if there's a plugin for Vue that would set up the scroller, because a lot of those scrollers are jQuery. Let me just see. Vue.js single page. What is it called? Scroller? Single page scroll plugin for Vue. Vue full page. Live demo. GitHub. Single page scroll in mobile. Might not be what I want. Oh, wait, and there's no demo loading, so let's see, scroll to the top. This is usually the scrolling that I do in Vue.js and in any SPA is when I navigate to a new page, if I'm using the hash router, I need to make scroll to the top functionality. So, hi Curious Drive, how are you? I don't know, so should I do scroller component, Vue.js, let's see. Oh, I don't know why I'm not getting follows shown on the screen now. Thanks for following everyone. Because, so 2 streams ago I had a big bot attack where a bunch of robots followed me and it was really annoying. So, I don't know. Let's see. Browser source. Oh, alert box. Here it is. There's the alert box. So now it should show up for follows. It should be a zombie running. But yeah, thanks for the follow, everyone. Raphael, Curious Drive, everyone else. Okay. So, yeah, I was wondering what happened with that. I'm slowly learning about Twitch streaming. Yeah, there's one zombie. Hi, AWZ. Okay, so, Vue.js scroll components, yeah, how to build, I guess animate scroll is what I want. So Vue.js animate scroll. Bye, Bassith. It was good to see you. Have a good night. A simple way to animate scrolling effects in JavaScript Then there's animate on scroll with animate CSS. View scroll to view scroll. And Vue.js animations. Transitions. So I know transitions. I don't think I've ever done like an animated scroll in Vue.js. Let me see if simple way to animate scrolling effects in JavaScript. Window.scroll. I don't know. Just use some CSS. I don't know if I've ever done it in CSS. I used to just use jQuery plugins for it. Scroll by scroll. Yeah, let me try CSS. CSS animate scroll. Scroll animation CSS animation.com. No, .rocks. CSS driven on scroll animation library. That's overkill. That's probably animating things into the page. Watch all their elements and positions based on the settings you provide them. Then, yeah, this is making things animate into the page, which would also be cool. Let me... Yeah, that's cool. Hi Tom, hi Sir Lancelot. Thanks for the follows. This is nice though, but it's not exactly what I'm looking for. But I might end up using that later. Let me get rid of those. So animate content on scroll. How do you animate the scroll itself? Can I not do this in CSS? Oh, good old W3 schools. Does not work on Internet Explorer, Edge, or Safari. Okay. HTML scroll behavior smooth. Oh, that's really easy. Let me try this. So in my default, let me target the V app tag then. So V application, and then I'll do scroll behavior smooth. Is that right? Yeah. Scroll behavior smooth. Let me see if that works. Nope. It's just going to different sections still. Okay, so that's not... Oh, this isn't... Actually, I can use HTML here because this is not scoped. So let me try it with the HTML tag. Yeah, it works with the HTML tag. Nice. Thank you. That's actually so easy. Much easier than I thought. But yeah. So the only other things would be like if I wanted to add in my timeline information and link these to my actual pages. That's it. Oh, and then yeah, basically just updating my own information from here. So I want to know what all of you think about this. What do you think about the design? The colors should probably change. It would be cool to have a dark and a light theme toggle on the side too. That would be nice. Maybe I'll add some features in here. Well, let me push the code first. So git status. Okay, git commit -am and I guess what was it? Oh yeah. Updated page links and scroll behavior. rounded profile pic maybe. Where is it? Might look a bit more modern. I think that's good actually. I was gonna say I was gonna do them all in the next stream, but let me try that. See how it looks. So, oh yeah, this is a G image. So let me, actually the Vuetify images, I should change them, the project images, I should change them to G images as well. So I get the performance, which might only matter if I have a lot of images. Let's see, script, oh yeah, style tag. Let me do style, scoped, and then in here, the image tag, and then border radius is 100%. Nope. Okay, let me look at the classes here. G image. Yeah, let me try to target G image. G image. Border style none. So why is it? Oh, my app's not even running right now. npm run develop. Need to make a portfolio too. It's nice to have maybe update selected item on the main menu when you scroll. Oh yeah. Is that not updating? That should be updating. Okay, good. I should make the image a little bit smaller then, right? Width. Let's try 300 pixels. Looks really big. Oh no, now it looks too small. Let's try 380. Just a smidgen smaller. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Overall, it's pretty good. What did you say? Oh yeah, this does update. The links are live there. Not sure what you meant by that. Okay, so one more time, pushing one more time. I'm not even going to check git status because I know what I changed. What was it? Oh yeah. Added radius to profile image. Okay. And now on the GitHub repo, so I have the project board here, and let me just go through what I finished. So I never dragged these to in progress. Devs can show off their previous work experience, oh, I never added a certification section. I have a contact section with lots of icons, a project section with cards. Yeah, I have the project section, testimonials, future learning. I have all of, or I haven't done any of those ones basically. But, what was I gonna add? I can't even remember now. So, oh yeah, themes. Dark and light toggle. I need to set colors. Okay, so I'll have a dark and light theme that I can toggle. And that's all ready to do. And what else? Anything I should add? Oh, what is the difference between M? So A stands for add, and you always have to add before you commit. But if the only thing you do is modify files, like, oh, you can't even see. But this last commit, I didn't add any new files. So I could just do -am. But when I add new files that haven't been tracked by Git, I have to add them to Git and then save them, and then save my changes to them. So add is just letting Git know about the files that I want to track. So I basically need to do add, for any new files or folders I create, but if I'm only modifying existing files that Git already knows about, I can just use the shorthand AM on commit, if that makes sense. Okay, so I think that's it. So I really want to add a theme, but I'm almost done with my 2 hours before I have to go and eat. Is there anything else I should add? Anyone else have any good suggestions for this app? README needs to be updated. I should probably add that as a task here. So update README with project specs and mockups. All right, so colors, theming, README update, and then basically adding a few more features to the app. So if I work on this again, those are the things that I guess need to be fixed and worked on first. All right, so if no one has any other comments or things to fix, here's the repo, by the way, if you want to check it out. Feel free to raise raise an issue or anything else if you have suggestions for this. And then you can also check me out on Discord. Where's it? Discord, yeah. And I'm live. I check Discord and try to chat pretty much every day. And then what's my next live stream? Oh yeah, my next live stream is Wednesday. So I'll work on one of my projects Wednesday, not sure. Might be Django again because I've been doing a lot of Vue.js on these streams. So we'll see. Or maybe I'll take a vote again on what I should work on. That seemed to work pretty well. Yeah, so thanks so much for tuning into the stream. It was nice seeing you, but I have to go eat lunch. What about navbar when resolution is small? Oh, the side navbar, yeah. Okay, I'll add a card for that in projects. But I have to run right now. So thanks for all your input and everything. Take care.